welcome back to the channel, YouTube. Episode 35 of our Phillies franchise here in MLB Show 22. Dodgers defeat the Blue Jays in the 2024 World Series. You hate to see it. The Dodgers just bought themselves a non-Mickey Mouse World Series. But the Phillies, they had a very upsetting postseason. Bryce Harper wins the MVP. Good for Bryce Harper. Kyle Schwarber came in second. Nola wins the Cy Young. Abel, Rookie of the Year. Harper gets an award. Phillies just seem to rack up awards in this series. I don't know why. I mean, we play every game you see us, that comes out on the channel, episode, 1 through 35 now. These are the only games we've played. I don't play games in between. I don't, jump in and player lock players. Nope, this is all I do. Only games I play are the games that you see. So, I mean, the sim being very kind to a lot of these Phillies players. Nola, won the Cy Young the last couple seasons. Harper won the MVP the last couple of seasons. Good on him. Really appreciate the RNG helping us out. Good on everything. Clayton Kershaw hangs it up after a upsetting postseason performance by Philadelphia. And we're going through. Joey Votto retires. Marlon Gonzalez, Dylan Bundy, Mark Leiter Jr., Philly legend. Ben Lively, Philly legend. Jacob Nix, Shogo Akiyama, the guy that got bought out by the Reds. We got Brandon Crawford, Alex Cobb. Yu Darvish calls it a career. I mean, that's upsetting. We got who else is retiring right now? Zach Greinke retires. David Hale, Sam Swaggerty, Jose Iglesias. We have Corey Kluber, Ryan Lavarnway, Evan Longoria, Jordan Lyles had some good seasons. And we're coming down here, down the lower half of this. Let's see anyone else. Blake Parker, former Philly legend. AJ Puckett, name sounds familiar. Philly legend Sean Rodriguez retires. Pedro Strop, Josh Tomlin, calling it careers. Jose Urena was pretty good for a couple seasons, but not like super great. Clayton Kershaw makes the Hall of Fame. 2,989 strikeouts. 2,989 innings pitched, 3,100 strikeouts, a 2.62 ERA, 231 wins to 100 losses, no saves from the 2007 to 2024 season. So Clayton Kershaw, welcome to Cooperstown here in 2024. Now, these are all the players that are free agents for Philadelphia. These are the big free agents. These are the major league free agents. Zach Wheeler offering a 10-year deal. Why are we offering Zach Wheeler a 10-year deal? Why are we backloading it? Well, thing is here, champs, 10 years at $100 million, he's going to get a lot of money, which is what he wants, and it's also going to drive down the AAV, which is going to help us with our salary cap problems. Andrew Chafin was pretty good with us, 2.71 ERA, offer him a $6 million a year deal, $12 million total for 2 seasons. Madison Bumgarner, 3 years out of the bullpen, for $5 million a year. You can't beat it. He had a very good season. Almost 200 innings pitched, 14-6, a 3.18 ERA. You can't beat that. There's a good chance he retires, so we end up freeing up that money anyway. We do have a hole open at manager. Joe Girardi will not be coming back for the 2025 season here in Philadelphia. He has mismanaged this Phillies team a lot. I mean, they get a bunch of wins every year. A bunch of wins. But guess what? They only won 1 World Series. The Phillies went over the luxury tax to guarantee a World Series, and they won 1. So what the Phillies got to do, they're going to bring in Philly legend. They're going to attempt to bring in Philly legend David Bell, former third baseman, was with the Reds the last couple of seasons. 5 years, $30 million total. I mean, David Bell, pluses and everything right here. Plus 200 fielding. This team needs the pluses in fielding, definitely. He's got a 440, 430 career managerial record. We re-signed Zach Wheeler. Kyle Schwarber exercised his option. I thought it was just a contract year, like a contract. I didn't think it was an option, but apparently it was. Here, trying to see how much the qualifying offer for Andrew Chafin was. Apparently clicking on that just automatically assigned him the qualifying offer. And so yeah, we just offered a $19 million contract to Andrew Chafin. Someone who we're trying to offer a 2-year, $12 million contract to. So that's gonna, if he accepts that, which he's going to accept it, why would he not accept $19 million? Just saying. Kevin Kiermaier, Was supposed to be that fourth outfielder, defensive replacement. Doesn't really work out here for Philadelphia. We're going to ship him off to Kansas City for James Francisco. I mean, it's a very one-way deal. You know, it's not a very fair trade, but we're just salary dumping right there. And there we go. Phillies, Royals accept the Phillies trade for Kevin Kiermaier. Ranger Suarez, he's been a disappointment every year in Philadelphia. 2021 was his best year at a sub, 2 ERA, and it's just been inflated ever since. It's not been a great span for Ranger Suarez here in Philly, as well as Dylan Maples, making a little bit of money, not much. He's making just under $700,000 a year, but it's just enough money we can clear the books. As well as Rafael Marchand. He's 26 years old. The dude should be a backup, playing the majors somewhere. Which trade him off, get him some major league experience right now. He's just stuck behind JT, and he's stuck behind none other than Logan O'Hoppe. Bring in Brian Bellio from the Detroit Tigers. They have him just stuck in the minors. He's 25, 70 overall. Be a depth piece, toss him in the bullpen. Maybe make a spot start here or there. Now, top free agents: Alex Bregman, Juan Soto, Walker Buehler, Shane Bieber, Eloy Carlos, Brandon Woodruff. The list just goes on and on. Pete Alonso? Ooh, Pete Alonso might be nice for this Phillies team. But there's a lot of big-name free agents. And you see now why I wanted to clear out some of this extra dead cap. Why would we pay, was it $5 million to Kevin Kiermaier when you can reallocate that $5 million to, say, I don't know, Juan Soto? You see where I'm coming at now, trading these players? $700,000 doesn't sound like a lot of money to get rid of, but it does add up. Because if we get rid of Kiermaier, we get rid of Maples, we get rid of Marchand, that money adds up right there. It's like $7 or $8 million we just freed up. So Philly's going to offer Liam Hendriks a 2-year, $20 million deal. So that's $10 million AAV for Liam Hendriks. Just add him in that bullpen on 164 ERA, put him in the setup role, have him dominate here in Philadelphia. Juan Soto, offering him a 15-year, $525 million deal. The $500 million man. Come to Philly, Juan. You want to play with Bryce Harper again. You want to win another World Series. Come here, leave the rebuild. Buehler goes to San Diego. 10 years, $243. It's not bad for Walker. Leaving Dodgers, though. He's going to be signed to his 40. And Juan Soto comes to Philly. A 15-year, $525 million deal to leave Washington, drive north to Philadelphia. Andrew Chafin, of course, has decided to accept the qualifying offer. Why wouldn't he? Jacob deGrom, going to offer him a 1-year, $7 million deal. He's 36 years of age. He played with the Twins last season. He split time between the rotation and the bullpen. We're going to bring him in to be a main bullpen piece. I hate how deGrom just kind of falls apart in this game. He has like a season and then he just absolutely falls apart. Shane Bieber goes to the Brewers, 7-year deal for $240. Not bad at all for the Biebs. Nick Anderson goes to New York to help out that bullpen. Carlos Correa joins the Brew Crew, 6 years, $97 million. Okay. Thought he definitely signed for at least $100. Liam Hendriks decides he wants to go to up north to the Blue Jays. Corbin Burns decides he wants to go to the Guardians. I mean, maybe the Brewers could have paid Corbin Burns to bring in Shane Bieber. Just saying. Lucas Sims leaves Cincinnati and heads to San Diego. Alright, there you go. San Diego spending a lot of money this offseason to bring in some talent. Max Fried as well. San Diego's like, wow, Philadelphia's becoming an arms race here in the National League. We got to keep up. Philadelphia brings in the bats. The Padres bring in the pitching. Clevenger goes to the Angels, helps out Mike Trout there. Alex Verdugo joins the Rockies. So the Rockies are slowly building like a stud team. Like the Rockies like super like low-key studdy. Freddie Peralta leaves the Brew Crew, joins the Diamondbacks down there in Arizona on a 3-year, $39 million deal. Not bad at all, 13 AAV. J.D. Davis leaves New York and goes to play for San Francisco on a 4-year, $29 million deal. $7.4 million AAV for J.D. Davis. Good on him for getting out of New York. No one likes the Mets. John Means leaves the Baltimore Orioles and he goes to Minnesota. 6 and 12 last year, 4 flat ERA. Definitely fell off from that All-Star season he had a couple seasons ago. Austin Meadows goes to the Kansas City Royals. Why do I feel like he started in Kansas City? No, he started in Pittsburgh. It was Will Myers that started in Kansas City. Both played for the Rays, though. Danny Jansen goes to the Rays to be their starting catching. I'm not sure who the starting catcher is down there in Tampa. Brandon Lowe goes to the Angels to play second base for Mike Trout. Lourdes Gurriel leaves the city up north and heads down to San Francisco. All right, Lourdes Gurriel Jr., we see you. We see you playing in the US of A. Garrett Hampson, he's going to leave Colorado and he's going to head to the Astros in Houston, Texas. He's going to try and ring chase down there. And it's going to end up this offseason. Take a look at this Phillies lineup, the projected lineup going into the 2025 season. Soto, Bohm, Harper, Hoskins, Schwarber, Castellanos, Moniak, JT, Stott, Vierling, Rojas, Nick Maton, Logan Hoppe, Derek Hall. That is a very mean lineup right there. 1 through 9. This lineup rakes. This lineup rakes like nobody's business. Absolutely nobody hits as good as this lineup. The Phillies rotation not a slouch in itself. Nola, Wheeler, Hans Kraus, Roki Sasaki comes from Japan over to Philadelphia to join the Major League rotation as the 4th starter.